I just want to do a quick video on the tick throw for Vegito using a beam assist. I like using double beam because I get to threaten the throw from either of the assists. So if one goes down, I still have my game plan up. And a lot of people have a lot of trouble learning this, myself included. It took me about 2 months before I could build this up from scratch. Absolute credit goes to Golden Ryer, whatever the hell name he's working with right now. Ryer FGC, follow him on Twitch, all that shit. He's my teacher in fighting games. He's helped me through so much, and he's the one who helped me figure out some of these manually timing tricks in order to be able to get this. So my first bit of advice when you're learning this is learn what a plink is. A plink is simply just hitting one button and then the next very rapidly, like as if you're flicking your wrist in one motion, like pop pop. Sorry, I just activated 18. Get over there. So like pop pop. 1 2 1 2. See, it's just coming out fluidly, but I'm not pressing at the same time. That just kind of is a timing trick that really helps me a lot. And you want to time the assist call to just after the 5L. That sets things up nicely, so that the only thing you have to worry about is delaying your 5L. Because what you want to happen is you want the beam's block stun to overwrite Vegito's 5LL. Because if you could just go 5LLL, that's a grab, but they're still in block stun from the result of your second hit of your auto combo, so that it's not going to work. So one thing that you can tell to see if you've delayed long enough to see whose block stun is applied, watch this. When 18 has black stun, that's funny. When it has the pink Kamehameha's block stun, she's not moving. But if my block stun is applied, then I'm moving back. So if I do the tick throw correctly, let's see if I move back. I don't. But if I do it really late, see, I slid back a bit. So what you have to be concerned with is delaying, but not too much. And there's a really good way to be able to feel this out and to move backward from. So obviously if I do this, just going through it, bum 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 bum, just an even cadence, that's not really going to work. So that is a zero delay, basically. I'm not mashing, but I'm not really putting the intentional delay that I need in there. So let me try and take this to the other side. Now all this is being manually timed right now, so it's not going to be perfect execution, but we'll see. I accidentally did it right. Okay, let me try slowing it down just a bit more. Maybe a bit more? Okay, perfect. So that was actually a lot of effort to try and slow down. So what's happening there is I input that last 5LLL. Like, I tried to do this, but when I delay this hard, it's not coming up. Vegito is stopped. But as you can see, I'm still right in her face because Black's block stun was applied instead, which means I delayed this correctly. So you can delay the third hit of the 5LL just a bit, and it's possible to still get the throw while not delaying the usual amount of 5LL. Now that maybe is a little confusing, but I'm just trying to say sometimes the shit will work when you didn't think you'd do it right. But on a usual sense, you just want to plink, then you want to delay, and then you want to go in. Now, when do you go in? when do you press that button? Like, what is auto-timed as well in this? Well, if you timed your second hit of 5LL correctly, all you have to do is wait for the beam to dissipate. And then that's the sign that the block stun is gone. That's when the block stun disappears. So if we just time this, and I visually wait, now clearly I didn't time the 5LL correctly there. I flew in way too early because she was still under block stun. So if I delay that further, wait, boom. You saw the black beam dissipate, and then that's when I press my third hit. That will allow you to get the tick throw consistently. And for the sake of argument, let me try it with GT, because I'm very bad with this timing. This one is either I'm in the mode and I get it, or I'll get stuck. But like, I'll try to go through the process of trying to learn it from fresh, just so you can see that. Okay, that was a little too fast. Tried speeding up there. See, I went back there. Going a little fast, but it doesn't have a normal like startup time as the beam, so I'm trying to adjust to that while still retaining the original timing to be able to just go like this. I accidentally just hit a medium. It's these kind of things, like, because you're manually timing the second hit of 5LL, if you're preparing for a match, you want to just be like locking onto that and just only that, so that you can be able to do this on command. And I've done this in match on command. It's a fairly difficult technique, but it's very much worth learning. And for those of you who are worried about, oh, well, what if they just mash out of this? That sucks. You can make a true 2M so that they're not blocking, they get messed up, but if they're holding back and they're mashing to try and OS, the slightest delay, and you got them. So that's just kind of like my basic explanation of how the tick throw works, how to learn it, how to utilize it, and here's how I like to set it up. So I'm going to have to take them off hit because there's a frame trap in here and I don't want them getting hit with that. So this is my usual block string if I'm setting up tick throw. I'm going to go for like a basic 5LL, that's all true, and then I'm going to call beam assist, the one that I'd prefer to be using as a block string. So one thing that's worth noting is if you call a beam assist on the second kick, if you 2M afterward, it's true. Or you can delay it just barely to frame trap if you're trying to catch up back. Oh, or not up back, but if you're trying to catch like a DP. So ooh, I like that a little bit. But the way I'm going into it is I am going for just a normal, tight block string. I'm calling the assist. I'm going for a true 2M. Test, are they reflecting after this? Because they think like that might be coming. Or are they mashing? If they're mashing and they're not holding down, I'm catching them. Are they DPing? Are they super dashing? Are they just trying stuff like that? Are they mash reflecting? That true 2M is going to catch the reflect, the DP, the level 3s, and the mash without holding back. Now, what if they're just mashing? this is the next important part, because the way the next part of the string goes, the next timing unit for me, because this is coming out no matter what, this is the true. I put a 2L here because this is a slow normal with a like long bit of animation, and that's my mental reset. That's my breathe. You're done with the block string. Now we focus and we enter tick throw mode. We are going to time the tick throw. So it looks like and I'm messing it up a little right now, but I can do a few more tries if that's fine. Yeah, something's lagging at it. Might be the recording software. But I'm using the 2L to be able to now reset, and then after 2L, I'm plinking, and now I've done the thing. And the tick throw, when you want to get it more and more into your strings, you're going to be looking for, okay, I'm about to 5L, I've mentally reset a beat and recognized the situation, now you're guessing. That one moment where I could have 5L'd you, I plinked, and I've committed to the setup starting. Now, one fun thing to note is that you're not committed to the setup, because Vegito has a lot of right at post moment in his block strings. So, say they decide, okay, screw this, I just saw a beam, I'm not guessing, I don't wanna. Just no. No thank you. I actually hit the wrong button there. On reaction, you can go for barrier. Because a lot of people think you can just guard cancel the 5LL. If you set this up, and because you're intentionally delaying for a moment, during that 5L, it's kind of very natural to have the time. Oh shit. I need to guard. Oh shit. Boom. Bump. Hold on. Let me do that. It's like you have time to react. So if they try to get out like that, they're not. They're just not. But say you want them to not just lock on to, is this the throw, or am I 2M'ing, or am I delaying 2M? Say you want to introduce a few more options. You can actually... Something is really delaying right now, but what you can do, at any part of 5LL, you can go ahead and go into a special move. So you can go for this, for a quick little overhead, and if you're mid-screen, what side did I just hit on? Whoops, we accidentally twitched. Normally it's like that. So you have the option to go into the right left of that, and there's one more layer. If you space it right, like that, timing can be a lot tighter, but again, it's the end of the day, execution's not really bearing down on me right now, so I just wanted to show you the concepts that I have and that I've blabbed out, and like this is how I play. So just a quick little review. To learn the tick throw, you do a plank 5LL, you have manual delay, and then once the beam disappears, you click the third hit for the throw. If they guard cancel, you have the right to say no and get a combo that you would do, or that you know, off of barrier. Sorry about that. And then, if you need an extra mix-up beyond just 2M or 6M, then you can go for a right-left overhead mid-screen, something like that. You can be a little faster than I was there, but something's just delaying on the input for some reason. I may have to reduce the actual frame rate in the game, as it might be having a little bit of tearing when I have too much stuff on screen. That might be slowing things down. So that's basically like the whole ensemble of the tick throw. That's how to learn it, that's how to use it, and the last thing that I mentioned was how to set it up. Is to just put it in a block string where generally if you can 2L into L, that's when you can tick throw. It really helps that a lot of other assists that don't have the exact same timing, 2L is big, and you can use 2L as an anchor point to be able to turn on that and be able to call the assists that might have a little bit more block stun than a beam. Or you could use it as your own timing tool. I know for Go tanks it works really well. So that's the complete thoughts I have on the tick throw, the ways to implement it, the ways to punish people trying to get out of it, and the way to learn it. So, thank you for watching. See you.